So I remember when I was in high school, I was a freshman, and there was this senior, Joe Fantozzi, and he was a trumpet player. And I remember when one of the first few weeks in band, I heard this guy play the trumpet for the first time. I never even knew a trumpet or anything could sound that amazing, that perfect, that crisp, that clean, that borderline heavenly. And I naturally said to myself, well, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to play like that guy. So if you have ever felt behind in some way while you were in high school, if you ever felt like everybody was more confident and smarter and prettier than you, and you felt just like you were comparing yourself to everybody, then this definitely is going to be a video for you. Whenever I go into high schools and I present my program, it is always a very secondary conversation that kind of comes up. It's not always the first issue that I hear with students. It's always like 3 or 4 onion layers deep. Ultimately, the way we compare ourselves to others is often very subconscious. And here's one of the reasons why comparison feels so kind of intense while you're in high school. Because while you're in these 4 years of your life, it is probably, if not the most, one of the most social times of your life. Obviously, if you go to college, it's going to be just as social, if not even more. But after that, you maybe get a job and, meet your coworkers, maybe meet somebody else. And once you have a family, you start to kind of shrink up a little bit. And that's natural. But with looking at everybody that's around you, these hundreds and hundreds and maybe even thousands of students that are all around you, it's natural to compare. And on top of that, you've got parents. And maybe this is one of your parents, but sometimes they're living vicariously through you. So they kind of want to see you do certain things, and they want to have a certain definition of success that they want for you. And they may even do the comparison for you. They may say, well, look at Johnny. Johnny's blah, blah, blah. Why don't you, and look at Susan, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if anybody's named Susan and Johnny anymore, but it's fine. Now the question is why? Why do we do this? What internally is the reason why we are so worried about what other people are doing? Well, it's because we have a very prehistoric brain. See, our brain hasn't really caught up with the rest of evolution. And literally the most primitive part of our brain, the one that's all the way back here that kind of connects to our spinal cord, is really just trying to keep us surviving. That's all it's trying to do. So that's why when you get up on stage and if you have to, or even in front of class and present something, you all of a sudden get nervous. Your hands start shaking, your breath starts to go. It's because your brain is like, there's a lion. It's going to eat you. And there's no lion. But that's what it's trying to do. So what it's doing is it's saying, okay, let's compare everybody around us and say, okay, well, they've got that. That tribe has that. That tribe figured out how to kill that. And now they're eating that. Okay. And it's trying to gain resources by comparing you to every other tribe. You don't live in tribes anymore. And then you got social media, you got your GPA, you got your class rank. I mean, high school is literally like a scoreboard. So here's the really important thing to understand. When you spend time comparing yourself to other people, what they can do, what they have, what you don't have, what you can't do, number one, you're wasting time. It doesn't matter. You're literally taking away time that you can be garnering a skill or doing something that you enjoy, whatever it may be. And number two, it's completely pointless because in the next 5 to 10 years, so much is going to change. All these people you are looking at, they're going to change drastically. I know this because literally a few months ago, I went to my 20-year high school reunion. I know, it's gross. But either way, I saw quite a few of the athletic people were not so athletic anymore. And I saw quite a few of the introverted really quite extroverted. I saw some of the people that were going to be so successful not doing so hot. And I saw these people that I was like, that person's going to be in jail, like running their own business. I mean, literally so many people changed in that time frame. So what do we do about this? We know it's a waste of time. We know it's pointless. So how do we stop it? Well, here's the problem to this video is that you're not going to be able to stop it. Because guess what? I'm 38, almost 39 years old, and I still find myself comparing to other people and looking at, what they're doing and what angle they have. And here's the trick I've learned. I'm not going to be able to stop that, but what I am going to be able to do is catch myself much quicker and then refocus that comparison instead of an outward comparison to an inward comparison. Because all that matters is your progress. So when you find yourself comparing, what you can do and to other people in your school and whatever, you got to stop. You got to find a trigger that works for you. Take a couple deep breaths or whatever. Do something with your body to kind of literally stop you in the moment and say to yourself, okay, who was I 3 months ago? Who was I 1 year ago? Who was I 4 years ago? How far have I come on my instrument? How far have I come with my art? How many teams and how many points did I put up on the board this year or this season, whatever it may be? Do you think Jordan ever cared about what other people could do? He got cut from his high school basketball team. We know this. If he was thinking to himself, well, they're so much better than I am, blah, 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 like he wouldn't have put in the work. He wouldn't have done it. Do you think Steve Jobs literally gave any care to what anybody else was doing or could do or had or didn't have? No, we're focused on their craft, their work, their standards for themselves, and so should you. So spend your time focusing on what you can do to achieve your goals. Figure out what you can do to increase your abilities and improve your craft, right? And if you're thinking about specifically goals and what you actually want to do and how you're going to actually achieve them, then I think probably this video would be a good next step for you.